show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Cool.
Hey, good morning.
It's
Welcome to
us.
Tech Shamans. We have got a busy show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going right out of the gate. Did you notice this is the year of the earbuds?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, good Lord. How many earbuds
whatever
are
you want
there?
to call them. Yep.
I-
They really broke the stigma with them, making them wireless, at Apple. And so everybody's now jumped on them, trying to leapfrog and just make them amazing.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
you know what? And the thing of it is they don't work as well as you think they're going to work.
I've always loved mine, okay, but I don't use mine for, high quality audio. I use mine for regular business all the time.
Right, just
I love the
phone.
fact that I can stay on a conference call, okay, for 6 hours. And what happens is, they'll start to die, and so I'll take one off and put it in the charger and keep talking. And then that one will recharge, and then I'll switch them. And I'll just keep going. And I can stay on the call as long as the call runs, because they recharge incredibly fast.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah,
I have a
incredibly
pair. I
fast.
just don't. There's such a. You got to turn them on. You got to hold this. You got to sync them together.
What? Yeah, but once they're on, it's like the phone rings, you tap it twice.
Yeah.
And you answer, and then the phone's done, you tap it twice.
I
not
just
a lot
don't
of
wanna
work
be
involved.
I don't want to be that guy that walks in the room still got a freaking Bluetooth in his ear because he's that important.
It's funny. It's like we've just circled back because it is what the Bluetooth was.
Yeah.
And we've just circled right back. It's smaller.
Yeah.
It's smaller, it plays music,
But
you
the-
can forget about them, and they're waterproof.
Well, the biggest thing I think that the problem with them is you just don't know if it's going to feel good. That's such an issue for me. Is you're going to buy them, you're going to stick them in your ear,
And you can return them, you got 14 days.
Yes, but think about it. How many people are going to be returning them?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna are they getting sanitized? They're going out those open boxes?
See, we have a rule in the studio that we don't let anybody else use anybody else's headphones because I don't want somebody
Your mics.
Right.
Your mics.
getting someone else's
Earmites.
due because they don't clean their ears.
And I'll tell you, the fit and the feel is a big thing.
I can't use anything from Apple.
Right.
Well, that, I mean,
Wow.
I have to have the
Yeah.
the round earplug
Uh-huh.
side. I
Yeah.
can't use anything that is just because it
Yep.
just falls out.
My wife
I got big ears.
could never put anything in her ears. She could never use almost any kind of headphone. She had to find the ones that had the multiple
Yes.
pieces you could put on them,
Yeah.
and then find the smallest one.
Right.
And then I lost my AirPods one day at a restaurant, and I called them immediately, and they didn't see them. And so I'm like, okay, so I can't live without them. So I went and bought another pair the next day, and it was a Friday I lost. Then Monday they called me. They go, oh my God, they were sitting in the manager's office. We're sorry. So I already had the new pair, so I said, fine, Amy, you have the new ones. I'll take the old ones. And she's like, okay, I'll try them. And she fell in love with them.
Really?
Yeah, even with her tiny ears and everything, they fit perfectly. And now she
And
loves
these are
them.
the Apple,
These are the Apple AirPods.
the
Yeah.
ones that are plastic and no
Yeah.
goo on them.
Yep. Nothing.
There's a few companies too that make little silicone sleeves that go over them that end up making them bigger.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, and it covers the whole thing. So
And it
obviously
doesn't
doesn't.
affect the sound.
No, it doesn't affect the sound because it's like
Everything
it's like a
comes through that little
raincoat.
speaker
Now,
at
you
the end.
figured I'd know that being an audio guy, but
Yeah,
to
but-
me personally,
Yeah.
if I'm going to put something on my ear to listen to music, I would rather just go with my big. I have a pair of Vic Forth headphones.
Are those like Koss?
No, they're not like Koss.
That's what I had when I was a
God
teenager.
have mercy. No, these are and these are made for drummers.
Yeah.
So they're heavy duty. When you put them on, you literally hear nothing around you.
Yeah.
And when that sound comes through, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
If the
Awesome.
day those ever stop working, I am going to be.
Yeah.
I think I will be sadder then than if someone dies around me because.
No, you'll just be on eBay looking for a pair that still works.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know what? You can't find them anymore.
Except on eBay.
They kind of remind me of my shooting.
Oh,
My shooting, my gun range heads, my
Yeah.
Ear protectors, because they're that hard, super. I mean, but
they gotta have an option.
super
So you
comfortable.
have like a mic on it, so you can have pass through, so that way you don't have to take them off, so you can hear people.
I don't want to hear
Well-
people when I have my headphones.
Yeah, that's the whole reason they're
point
putting
of-
them on.
that's when I
And
put
that is another side benefit of the AirPods, okay, or any of those. You just leave them in your ears, and then you're like, and you don't have to talk to people.
And so here's the thing. This is where I'm torn. Okay, so it's against the law to drive a vehicle with headsets, right?
Right.
It is. So, but yet they want you to go to Bluetooth, which means, what does that mean? If you're talking on your phone, you've got headsets in.
Well, you may have headset or you have it through your speaker.
Yeah, but not, like I have an older vehicle which is paid for, and I'm not going to
Yeah.
get rid of my vehicle,
Yep.
and it's old. It doesn't have the Bluetooth.
Right.
Well, it does. I could probably get the little module that they
Yes.
plug in the back. Here's something funny. I went to Best Buy a year and a half ago and said, "Hey, I need the module to plug in the back because I don't want to change out my head
Yeah.
unit." Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, no problems. $120 and $50 to put it in. I'm like, that's great. So I got busy, forgot about it, went back 2 months ago. Yeah, we don't sell that anymore. Why don't you just buy a new head unit? I'm like, I don't want to buy a new head unit.
Wow.
My audio sounds freaking, it's a Bose system, but it's an older head unit. It's
Yeah.
not one of the digital, I don't have the touch screen and shit like that. I just have the normal head. Now, so all I want now is the Bluetooth. They're like, yeah, we don't do it. So now I've got to find someone I have to find one of those
Yep.
audio stores that can get me the Bluetooth module.
But back to the legal ramifications. What they don't want is your ears covered so you can't hear. So you can either wear one, okay,
Oh,
or
well,
just,
I guess
just
you
leave
can,
the other one
one or
unplugged.
two. Yeah, when I drive,
and then
that's what I do.
Yeah, you
I
just
have
leave
a-
one unplugged.
I have the the thing that goes around your neck.
Yeah.
And
Oh, those were so cool 10 years
you
ago.
pull- Yeah, I know. Hey, look, dude. I use what works. I would rather put money into new gear in my studio than in my car or crap
Yeah.
like that. That's
Yeah.
my priorities are.
Yeah, I burned out 2 of those.
Yeah.
And that's why I went to the AirPods, because and then I burned out my first set of AirPods as well, and now I'm on my 3rd set.
Right. So
I
anyway,
think.
yep.
Yeah.
This is the year of the
Because of
pods.
people like us.
Right.
And because we keep talking
Here, it's not a
about
pod; it won't hurt you.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. We won't go into your brain and put
Right.
chemicals in there and all that kind of fun stuff. And
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're good.
Just makes you hate Google and Amazon.
I don't, See, that's what happens.
All right, and Microsoft.
And Microsoft. Now, let's talk. First thing we'll talk about
Sure.
is Verizon, who now owns Yahoo, put out a thing where it won't track you with one search. It's a new privacy-focused search engine. So I guess Yahoo is slowly going to go away. Is that kind of what I'm in understanding?
I don't
Didn't know Yahoo was still
I didn't
around.
know Yahoo was still a search engine. I thought they were just used for mail that was easily accessible by foreign, countries.
Right.
But other than that, yes, I have a Yahoo email
I
account.
think I just
Adam?
went on a OneSearch website,
And?
and it automatically switches to advanced privacy mode on immediately.
So it does it on
That's good.
your phone or on your tablet. It turns you. It went to your privacy mode.
No, it on itself has its own privacy mode.
Oh.
So
okay.
its default is private.
Private, yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay,
Which
so
you can
here's the
turn
thing.
it
what
That's
we're-
completely the opposite.
What
You
we're
don't
gonna
have to
do
unset it.
Is the three shamans this in the next week? Let's try one search and see how we like it,
Okay.
and let's test it out and come back and
Look at the results. And because there are 2 things here. One is your privacy, and 2 is the accuracy of the results you get. Because Google's also been nailed for manipulating results to, show you their products that they have for sale, before showing legitimate results. And so we'll see. You have some insight here on OneSearch.
It's
Right.
just powered by Bing. I think what they're trying.
Wow.
It's Bing.
It's powered by Bing, but it's a filter in front of Bing, in other
Yeah.
words. And yeah, they found a way to privatize Bing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
We didn't even like Bing. Bing
Yeah.
was horrible.
Bing.
Why? Why was Bing horrible?
It just it never gave me what I needed.
Didn't give you the results that you expected to find
Yeah.
when you did a search?
Right.
Different algorithm.
Right.
And so learning what their algorithm is, I mean, and the thing is, you've got to build your website and your entire media presence around Google, because Google runs that and YouTube. And so if you aren't building around what their algorithm is going to return, and then who knows how many times they're going in there and saying, oh, that's what turns up in a Bing, let's go ahead and change it. So that, we move people away from the Bing algorithm.
Right.
And then they're always playing catch up.
That's not fun.
No.
I hate having to. I remember the days, and you'll understand what I'm saying. I remember the days when we built a website. We built the website to be functional and good and clean and
A brochure.
work, and it was just the way it was supposed to be. Now we got away from that. Now we have to build it to what Google specs are.
Yep. But
I
fortunately,
don't hate Google. I'm not going to say I hate Google.
No.
I'm just saying that.
But I have AirPods, so I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm gonna stick an AirPod in your ear.
No, it won't stay. Good luck. It'll fall right out.
Doesn't have to. It only needs a second. It's like Khan's pet, from Star Trek
Right.
2. Yeah, there you go.
So next thing we're going to jump on, I'm going to let you talk about this right here, is some of Google's biggest rivals are taking its side in Supreme Court battle, and this is this is Oracle's
Yep.
fight against them.
Oh, Oracle's got a lawsuit against them?
Yeah. Yep.
That was
sure
when it
did.
was announced a couple weeks ago.
We talked about that last week.
Did we?
Yeah,
we did.
Oh my
you were
gosh,
here.
I was?
Yeah.
I was so
He's got
worried.
Monday-itis, okay?
No,
so we're just going to let
what
Adam
it is,
kinda roll.
it was the day before the end of Windows 7. I was all.
I can imagine you were panicked about that.
So not to jump right off of this, but I'm just letting you know. Actually, some of their, the rivals from Google are even going in and going, okay, this lawsuit that Oracle's bringing is actually going to hurt the computing world.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So Windows 7 is now dead. Upgrade to 10, but yet 10 turned out to have
A security
a
flaw.
major security flaw.
Yes.
Major, not minor.
And the notification
it was-
of that came
it
through
was-
normal channels, is that correct?
Yeah, people are able to get into the back end using the security breach that was just found by the NSA, as a matter of fact, is telling people to go ahead and do that patch on Tuesday, which it's inevitable anyway. So, Windows 10 updates whether or not you want it to or not. So
Often in the middle of doing something else, yes.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Don't you love that?
Right in
there's-
the middle of the show. Right in the middle of the show, it comes up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's one of those things where, I've got it up, Rob.
Anybody who's running Windows 10, Windows Server 2016, and Windows Server 2019 is told to install the patch.
The patch.
The patch, and it has something.
It's always a patch.
Is it a nicotine patch?
Might
No.
as well be.
It's in.
Yeah, you're
it's
addicted
in
to 'em.
Windows crypto API that's allowing attackers to install
wow.
code or malware, and basically. But wait, there's more.
Yeah, put that back up.
Well, yeah,
This
look
is,
at that.
this is
That
the
was
screen
quick.
we're looking at.
Just in case you ever see this, no, your computer's not infected. It was a fake web browser. Don't call the number. That is not Microsoft. Don't tell them
Whatever.
anything. Believe
right.
it or not, there's a portal in the background right now running. There's code running. So the minute you call the number, they're able to access your computer.
That is too funny.
That's good to know.
Yeah. The minute you call the number, they already know you're in there.
Wow.
Yep. And that's basically like log me in,
Yeah.
fixme.com or whatever that's running in the background. It's basically already linked up, so you're already.
So I just turned it off. Going, no, I don't think so.
Nope. And you're lucky. Sometimes you can't even do that.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
it
he had to
locks
shut down the whole
computer.
window.
Yeah.
So we just lost all of our...
That's all right. I can get it back real
It's okay.
But
Not a big
anyways,
deal.
that
Even with all this security, that
even-
still happens.
Yes, and
And I loved it, the fact that it happened during the show.
It is. It's reverse engineering. They try to social engineering where they're trying to, scare you. They use scare tactics. If they can't break in
Scare tactics.
the other way, they're going to scare you into,
Opening the front door.
Opening up the front door.
Yeah,
for
you're
them.
going to open the
Yes,
front door
exactly.
for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, if they can't get in a back door, they'll.
And that happens.
they'll
That
wait.
happens all the time.
It does, and
it's-
people, and then we end up with other things where we get the scare tactics about should. We got all this going on right now is, should the FBI have access to your Apple phone and, to get in there and find out if you're a terrorist and there's a search warrant, should be able to and we all need to worry about this and be afraid of this and yada, yada, yada. When in fact, FBI already has access to the back end of Apple phones and they can get in there anytime they want.
Yeah, I
and
love
this
it.
is a public relations campaign
Yeah.
to make people want to hand over all their data security.
Exactly.
It's like I think we saw the one we saw is like Trump goes after wars against Apple. Bull crap.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
Nope, doesn't work that way.
And
I'm getting our stuff back up. It's
Yeah,
all
good.
See how fast I was?
Yeah, and it's
I'm quick.
Yeah.
it's funny. You know what?
Quick like rabbit.
Most likely, you believe it or not, Google and all these platforms that sell these advertisements, they don't vet the advertisers when they're doing it. So they're not searching the links and
No.
verifying, what redirects are happening and things like that.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, what site you were on, one of the advertisements that were on that site or that link was infected with or redirecting you to.
Right.
Right.
And the minute that ad auto plays or something happens,
Yep.
which obviously Google made money off that. Well, they're gonna somebody's gonna make money off of it too because you call that number, and next thing you know, you're
yeah,
paying through
you're
the nose.
it's just
It's horrible. It is. And you know what? The funny thing is, what Google, when this was really prevalent going on, where the scammers calling you and getting your phone number and stuff, you know how Google decided they were going to take care of that? They took our whole industry, the IT industry, and locked us completely out of all Google ads.
Jeez.
They immediately blamed us as a whole demographic and blocked us all from Google Ads. So the minute we put up there that we offer remote computer support or anything like that, we were automatically flagged as being one of these guys. In reality, it was their own advertisement campaigns that are causing it,
yeah, but they get paid for those.
But we get paid for. We would pay them. But
yeah,
we couldn't
yeah,
even
you
put
would
up.
still pay them,
So
yeah,
they basically
to tell
took,
what you did.
Yeah, they just basically took that whole genre, that whole market, and just destroyed it, just to try to save.
But that's
face.
okay because you can go to Bing.
Well, going to Bing.
You don't need,
gotta go to
them.
Bing.
One search.
Yeah, you can go to them. You can go to who's the other one that is that's got the really long DuckDuckGo?
Yeah. I
DuckDuckGo.
got a $10,000 budget, and I've only spent $3 this month. What the heck?
Jeez.
Oh, it's a great money saver.
Exactly. That
So,
was a good one.
What else you got, John?
The great money
Oh, okay.
saver.
So let's talk about the new Microsoft's new Edge Chromium browser.
You know what? They just need to get that Edge word off there. Call it something
No,
else.
they need to get the word Microsoft off there, okay? Because anything they put after Microsoft automatically defaults to Exploder, okay? And that's all there is to it.
The biggest issue is, people, they see the E,
Yeah.
and every single time everybody assumes that's Internet Explorer.
Right.
And
It is Internet Explorer. I don't give a crap what you call it. It's
They-
still
Yeah, they
It's
just shortened the name to Edge. All they do is change the name.
it's edgy. It's new.
no, it's still blue, so it
still
still
blue.
sucks.
It just doesn't work right. Their old Edge browser, what the problem was, is it didn't render websites properly because every website's either based off Safari's,
Right.
Apple's WebKit, or you
Safari
got,
or Chrome.
or Chrome.
Yeah, something like 80, 90%.
So do you
of-
imagine them having to sit there and recode their browser just to figure out every single different website that rendered
Well,
differently?
back in the day when Chrome started to be getting big, we built web guys were building websites, 3 or 4 different versions of the website, so it would read correctly on each freaking browser. It was ridiculous.
Well, you know what
Yeah.
it is people don't understand the base of the base of the browser and even Google's operating system is the Chromium, which is a free open source open platform. So you have Microsoft taking that platform, building on it, and then rebranding it as the Microsoft Edge. So it'll be able to render the sites. Did read up that they have like a section where they're going to have like a Legacy Explorer section, which will be able to, well, this is for internal IT stuff.
We've heard this before, huh? Oh.
I was like, what, for the old days? You can go back and play
for
Pong or something? What?
unsecure sites that are, on the local intranet and stuff like that, that only were supported by Internet Explorer, like some hospitals that still haven't migrated over to
or government agencies.
Yes.
You cannot pay your Florida state sales tax unless you use Internet Explorer. No joke.
Yeah.
They do not support any other web browser.
And it's just because of the way they have it, coded on the back end.
Yep.
And then it costs so much money to rewrite. I understand, but at the same time, they can't be telling us all to, save face and be safe, and they don't want to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Now, did I read somewhere that, and I'm trying to find, I know there are the articles here somewhere. Oh yeah, here you go. How do you upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10 for free and get past the bug? Or is the bug fix going to be in the new update?
You just wait till Wednesday?
Well, yeah, not really. No, I mean you're still going to have to run the after updating. You're just going to have to
Run
if you
an
upgrade,
update?
then run your regular updates. But you don't really have to worry about it too much because Microsoft, again, even in Windows Home or Pro, you can't stop the updates. It's there. I mean, you can pause them.
Right in the middle of audio editing for a podcast.
Yeah, I remember.
There it is.
I remember back in the day, you could turn all that crap off and go and do manual updates.
You can do manual or set them for nighttime.
They let you think you're doing it now.
Yeah.
But it ain't doing it.
What is up with that? I mean, it's like,
there's a
only run
pause.
these at 2:30.
There's a pause for 7 days, and then you can change your active hours. The active hours are just saying, okay, I'm using this computer from this time to this time, so please don't do it.
Yeah.
But remember, most people who set their active hours then turn the computer off.
Yeah.
Then
when I leave, my
Microsoft's
computers
like,
go off.
yeah, so you're not active. You're literally not working.
But in the same way of you having your ads blocked, it's not turned off. It's sitting there. You come in the morning, you sit down, you're working for 2 hours, and then it's like, oh, I'm going to run this update now. Why didn't you run it 6 hours ago when I was not here?
And the worst thing is when there's an issue with a software that is incompatible.
Yes.
And then the update goes through, and the biggest problem you'll run into is your antivirus programs.
Yeah.
Especially the way Microsoft runs now is you have your regular security updates throughout the week, but also comes down is there'll be feature updates, which are new added features that they're turning on inside Windows 10. Those features are already there. They just didn't really get them tweaked out enough to turn them on. So what they do is they test it. It's being tested in the background. The people that are on their Explorer program or whatever, they're testing it. When it feels like it's good, they turn it on with the feature update. Then you have the new version updates where it is like getting a whole new version of Windows. So Microsoft, if you're running on like an older version, like say for instance you have Windows 10 1809, Microsoft is doing that to them too. Get ready because we're not going to support Windows 10 1809 anymore. You have to upgrade to the next version.
Right.
So those versions are real whole operating system upgrades. And the problem with those is if you have software that's incompatible, or your antivirus decides that, I don't want that to happen, and it sees a kernel come in or start to get installed, and it thinks it's a virus and blocks it, you've already corrupted the update. Windows doesn't know yet; it's still going through the process. Next thing you know, you get this failed upgrade rolling back.
Can I give you? I'm going to give you one. And this is, you would think that this was something that everybody in the world knows. Before you do the upgrade, turn your antivirus off.
Yes.
That's why we couldn't upgrade like we were. Remember, I kept calling and going, hey, this is, it come to find out, WebRoot was on, and I never turned it off.
Yep, you got
And I kept getting a failure. I'm like, what is going wrong with this machine?
Remove it or shut it down. It's best to remove it because some of those run in the background as a service. Even shutting them down,
and then
they're still
reinstall
running,
it afterwards.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, you can always reinstall it afterwards.
Okay, so let's jump over to So, because this is, let's talk about, because I saw something
No,
on
it's
your
okay.
laptop over
Yeah.
here. No, because I went, okay, what is a squeeze page?
Yes.
What is a squeeze
In today's marketing segment, we're going to
Today
look at
on
squeeze
Tech
pages, funnels, lead pages, all those things that all have great names and are really all just the same thing. And honestly, they're what your website should be anyway. Because if you think about it, a lot of people go, oh, I have to have a website. Why do you have to have a website? Because I got to have a website. I don't know. I'm supposed to have a website so people can find me. Well, a website can be a whole lot more than that, because what you can have is something that we try to make people think about is, what is your DSI? What is your desired site outcome? What do you want people to do when they go to your website? Do you want them to call you to order a pizza? Do you want them
I don't sell
to
pizza.
send... You what?
I know.
Do you want them to... You know how hard it is to try and do a show with this guy? Do you want to... what was I talking about? No. That's on you.
Baby Yoda.
Oh my God, Baby Yoda. Yeah, let's say you have a Baby Yoda website.
There you go.
Okay, I mean, who bought BabyYoda.com? I want to know who did that. I applaud that person, because I know it's gone already. But as I quickly check. But then I'll have Disney shutting me down. The idea is having something that you want people to do. Do you want them to order your product? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to give your email? Do you want, or give their email? You know, what is it you want your website to do?
Right.
Okay? So once you analyze that, you understand that the entire purpose of your website then becomes moving people into a road that only allows them to do that. And that's where a lot of people get mixed up. They think they got to put a bunch of stuff out there on their website, and all that is ADHD bait. Because if you give them 10 options, they'll take the 11th. And you won't get anything out of it. They'll just meander and get lost, especially if you have any links that lead off the site, they're gone. So the idea of a funnel or a squeeze page is to capture the person coming in, which you can do through social media advertising. You can do it through your SRO, getting stuff in from Google or maybe OneSearch, who knows. And once you get them there, though, you want them to move down a specific path. Now, there are a lot of people out there that sell these funnels. There are companies like ClickFunnels, and there's just an enormous number of them out there. And they charge anywhere from $100 to $300 a month. But in actuality, this can just be your normal website, and you don't have to spend $300 a month. This can just be a subdomain on your website where all your advertising just points to that one page. And that's where people can find that one page that you want to drive people to. So if you're having an ad campaign because you're doing storm windows and you want to just drive people to a storm window page that gets them to give their email address and their phone number so you can contact them, you create a lead page within there. And what's cool is if you're working with the WordPress platform, which over half of all websites do, there are plugins in the back that can help you do this. They can build specific lead pages for you in the back end. And so you don't have to spend, $300 a month to do this because your website's already built to handle it.
Right.
And that's, super friendly. But the key is knowing what you want the people to do once they go to your website.
Got it.
And then don't give them too many other options. I'm done.
Bye now.
Wow. That's pretty good. That was the simplest explanation of that I've ever heard.
Oh,
And it made sense.
it made sense to you?
Yeah, if I can understand anybody.
We just hit the lowest common denominator,
There
folks.
you go.
It's a win.
It's a win-win, actually. So you're saying simplify your website.
Yep.
Make it clean, make it simple.
Yep.
So that way people get a decisive message so they can either email you or call you.
Or whatever it is. You want them to order. You want them to buy the product. You want
Right.
them to hit a tripwire. Okay, which is when you have somebody, you normally sell, $2,000 items, but you get them to spend $8 on something, which may just be shipping for a free item, but now they've spent money with you, and that radically increases the odds of them doing business with you a second time.
Right.
So it's called a tripwire.
That's pretty good.
So these are all, tactics and strategies that you can build using a site that we can put together for you.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy.
to tech shamans at webeamtv.com, and if you're looking for help on your marketing side. So, so let's jump over to Instagram real quick. They're hiding faked images, and a lot of people are saying that it's going to hurt the digital artist. And so the example that they give in this article is there's a man standing in front of these rainbow colored mountains, which that the picture was taken by the artist that does that picture, and then they digitally enhanced the mountains to make them look rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
So and the guy has but he's a digital artist. That's what he does. So what they're worried about is people that create this artwork and then they put it up there, that those people that are just trying to show that this is what they do and this is how they can do it, it's going to hurt them. Because a lot of people will do that, and then it will push misinformation out to a different, from a different website or blah, blah, blah. Me personally, I don't know. I think it's one of those things where I can spot fake ads. I think I'm pretty good at it. But
it's getting pretty good. But I mean, you see the shark in the water with the, in the swimming pool, and it's like, gee, that's probably fake, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool, to see, oh, look, somebody has a pet shark, ha, ha, ha. That's what they've done. But then they're going to shut it down because it's a faked image.
Right.
And it's like, where is this leading? I mean, we're getting so pent up on this stuff.
But again,
that
it's Instagram, which is owned by Facebook.
Yeah. So again, you're looking at a private company that's providing a platform that is now deciding that it is going to go from being basically a channel for distribution. Instead, it's going to be an editorial curator of the material on it, which means they're going to take responsibility for everything on it.
Right.
At that point, when they let something through, it's on them. And if they're going to make that choice that, they need to govern us and we can't govern ourselves, then yeah. And, we were lamenting a little bit ago about, the huge number of lawsuits going on. They're begging for more. They're saying, please sue me. Okay? Because if anybody gets hurt, it's because I let it happen. That's what they're saying.
It's funny too. Is what are they going to do? Blame the algorithm? Because that's what it is. That's software. Is what's
no, they
happening.
actually. That's just the thing that I read on. I kind of went a little further in it. It's the algorithm and it's their watchers that are going. Well, you can look at that and just know it's fake. So why even bother letting it be up? I've noticed Facebook's doing it here lately too. When they
then how do you advertise Sharknado? I'm sorry. They're clearly... Oh, how about Star Wars? Those are 100% faked images. Any animated show. Simpsons, 100% faked images. So where do you draw the line?
But that's a cartoon. It's not an image that has been...
You think Baby Yoda's real?
Hell yeah, Baby Yoda. That asset is awesome.
Now, I understand that
I'm going to
Maz was real.
Maz was real. You see my Mandalorian hat that I put on Facebook?
Oh, the helmet? Yeah, that was awesome, dude. He's got a Mandalorian helmet. I'm totally jelly now. But so where do you draw? Oh, well, they can do it because they're big.
Yeah.
They can now Maz from apparently Rise of Skywalker was not CG. Okay, so she can be on. But what about the bantha? Okay, you got in this ad or the starfighter, the Star Destroyers.
Right.
Well, they're fake. They look real. I don't know. It drives me crazy. Who are they to say what we can look at?
I think they've started.
There's no happy medium.
No,
there will never be.
You know what? But it's free speech, and there is a line in free speech when it causes harm.
It's not free speech.
Well, I'm using it as an analogy.
I understand that.
Okay,
but it's
when
not
it causes
free speech.
harm, then there's an obligation to stop it. When it causes immediate harm, but there is none here.
I got in this conversation. I'm glad you actually said that. I got in this conversation with a group of Gen Zs now.
Okay.
The millennial Gen, the younger.
Yeah, did you?
And one kid we were talking about stuff that goes up on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and blah blah blah, and he goes, "That's free speech." I said, "Technically, it's not free speech because you're using someone else's platform, and if you read the terms of services, you have to abide by their rules, their laws, and the way they do
Right,
things."
exactly.
So that's not free speech.
Nope.
Free speech is standing out on a corner and blah,
Free
blah, blah,
speech
blah,
is
blah,
opening
blah,
your
blah.
own website and saying it there.
That's correct.
That's
Whoa,
free
whoa.
speech.
And you can't even do that
No,
because
you
you're still
can't.
using somebody else's. The only true way, would to set up your own web server on your own computer, point at the address, have everybody come to your own computer.
Right.
Now it's free speech because it's your computer, your
That's
website,
correct.
you're hosting it on your devices, in your
And even
on
then,
your
you can
and
even-
even then the internet provider's
Yeah.
the next one to go.
Are
with
you
So-
breaking the rules of FiOS or Spectrum or Charter or whoever?
Whoever
So
your internet
techni-
provider is.
So the only
technically-
true free speech is to go out on a corner. Yeah,
Print something on paper,
and even then,
print it on
even
paper and
then
hand
you're,
it
you're
out.
potentially breaking
you
the laws
can't
of
because the
local
paper, no.
statute.
Who made the paper? I
No,
don't want to
they,
get
they
sued.
can't tell you what you can do with the paper.
Yeah.
So,
But-
I
Yeah.
love. I
and you
love
can't
the
even
fact-
stand on a street corner
No, 'cause
because
now you're-
it's
now-
now owned by somebody.
Yeah. So I guess
or
standing in your front
you're a
yard.
safety
They
hazard.
have to go to Washington,
No,
D.C.
you can't
It's
stand
not
in your
even
front
a
yard
state.
because of zoning laws. Okay, you can't do that.
See?
Can we go to Washington,
No
D.C.?
such
It's
thing
not a
as free
state.
speech.
So,
I love
you know,
that.
Washington, D.C.
Well,
is not
I-
a state. We can just go there.
Those young cats were just they, every time that walk, nope, can't do that because of this, and you got this, and you got statutes.
They can't
you got this,
comprehend
and their minds like, well, I thought we had freedom in this country. We do.
Free
But not to do
speech.
that.
Speech.
Well, freedom of
The minute you put it on somebody else's platform, you're breaking their
Expression.
terms of service.
freedom of expression is what that's been moved. So you can do a painting, you can do a drawing, you can do a cartoon, you can write a book, you can hold up a paper.
Long as
That's
it's not
your
anything
free
with Disney.
speech.
Because they will come after your ass. I'm just saying. They shut down the Etsy site that had the baby Yodas. That were making the baby Yodas.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yep.
Made them stop.
And that's okay. I can understand that. You know, I mean, it is their intellectual property.
Yeah.
It belongs to them, and you shouldn't be ripping them off.
All right. So the next topic I'm going to talk to you is this is my question for you. Google
be
now
IDEO.
treats iPhones as physical security keys.
Yes. Well, think about it. Your phone is with you at all times. You're signed into your iCloud.
Always, right.
Well, for the most part, yes. You're signed into your iCloud account, which is tied to Apple. It's all secure. There is so many digital certificates and security keys going on inside the phone, going all the time. It just makes sense, to say, hey,
Right.
your device is now an extension. We know if you're near your device or have your device in hand, and you want to unlock your, say for instance, you go on to, google.com, and you want to sign into Sync, why couldn't you just use your device to
Right.
Bluetooth to it, and it just verifies your encryption, and boom, it unlocks your stuff. And it's the same thing. Apple is doing that with the iPhone.
Apple Pay?
Yeah, well, not just that,
No.
but if you set it next to your Mac to unlock your Mac.
Well, your watch does that.
Yeah. So same
Yeah.
same situation.
Yeah, your Apple Watch
Apple Watch.
will unlock your Mac. It unlocks my Mac.
So
Boom.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
hey, think about
Not
it.
working.
If
That's
you got
not
if you got the
unlocking, that's
Hilton
jailbreaking.
app, or any of the hotels, the newer
The
hotels.
Bonnevet, yeah, you can go
Yeah.
in and your phone opens the door.
Yeah, they'll email you a digital key to your phone, and you use that phone to open.
Which
the
is
door.
very cool, by the way. I
It is.
think that's pretty damn
It's cool. It's cool because you know what? I can never get there on time. I usually get to the hotel at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to the person at the front counter. I just want to go to my room, unlock my door, send me my bill, have a great day. I'm going to
Thank you.
sleep.
No personal interaction at all. That's the way
Yeah,
it
we
should
don't
be,
need a
right?
human anymore.
We're going to come back to that. So, speaking of cell phones, in your house, how many cell phones or iPads that you don't use do you have?
I have a drawer
stack
full of
about
old
this
flip phones. I love it. I keep it like a museum.
I'm not sure flip
but-
phone is good for this, but
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I do
Yeah.
too. But I mean, in my house,
Yeah.
actually in the studio,
I think I've got one.
I think we have 7 phones, tablets, whether iPhone, Android, whatever, that don't work. And we were using them as tally lights, but it doesn't work anymore. So you can actually go to Eco ATM, and
Is it-
they're becoming all over the country, right? And I'm going to play this video so we can watch it, kind of, while we're talking about it. No. So you actually can take your dead phone or old phone to this ATM, right? You answer a few questions. You put it in the box itself. It will actually tell you if what it evaluates the service, the phone as, and then pays you.
Notice how they're showing an iPhone.
Yeah, it's because iPhone's one of the most popular phones in the world.
So, is it just phones? Or will it also do tablets?
I think it does tablets as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it does tablets, I got about half a dozen of those.
Let's see, prepare device, get an estimate, blah, blah, blah.
And how does that not turn quick cash out of stolen phones?
Well, because,
iCloud lock.
yeah,
Yeah.
It
If
ha-
they're
it-
iCloud
it-
lock, they're probably not going to give anything.
right.
They'll tell you what to do, what not to do during the process of checking the device.
Yeah, so in order to blanket, you've got to, well,
Yep.
I mean, they have law enforcement stuff in there too, so
yeah.
I'm trying to see if I think right now maybe it is just phones.
Yeah, turn off Find My Phone. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, it does look like it's just phones right now, although it says device. I really think it's just phones.
But still, I mean,
Yeah.
I got tons of them.
Yep.
I'd love
So,
to get rid of them.
how long before they come to my area of the country is the question.
Let's see. Let's find out where.
Yeah,
they're
because
at.
I mean, I've got mine. I'm getting ready to trade in.
I
Okay,
think
and
it's the Port Richey Walmart has it there when you walk in.
Does
On
it
the left
really?
side.
I wouldn't know.
Spring Hill Walmart, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
allergic to
Sure
the
enough.
parking lot.
Well, Pedals Park's got one. Let's put a location there. We'll put our
Right there.
34654.
Yep.
Port Richey, New Port Richey.
Here we go. Walmart. Well, it
19
sounds like
Hudson.
they've really
Yeah, Port
hooked
Richey
into the
right there.
Walmart network.
Yeah, why not?
Well, why not? I mean, you might as well use them if they're going to use them.
and you know,
Hudson, actually, the big one up there on 19 and about past 52, and the one that's in Port Richey, right past was it
On Ridge?
Ridge Road?
Yeah,
So there you go.
there you have it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like I literally want to go and plug all these things, factory reset up, and just take them over one by one. Just see, they're not doing anything but in the way here.
Yeah, agreed.
You know?
I would use the probably go on a website. There's got to be an option that gives.
There
you an
is
ID.
there is a
device.
devices. Let's see, go back to home, get
Sell your phone.
started.
Get an estimate, get started right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least
Yeah.
you can get an idea of what you got, and then it'll
Right.
verify at the store.
So here's what they do. Oh, they do 2 tablets,
Nope, there's tablets on
and
the
they
page.
do flip phones just for you.
And look,
MP3
iPod,
players.
MP3
My God,
player.
I can take the old iPods that we got the kids.
Old iPods.
Those are sitting there too. I'll
So
be
they
darned.
do Apple iPhones, Samsung Galaxy, cell phones, tablets.
Click on iPhone real quick. Let's see where how old they'll go.
How
old
old
will
can
you
you go? Sorry.
Yeah.
11 down to, there's a 4.
4, a 3.
3G.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that was my
original
first
iPhone.
iPhone.
Just technically go to the iPhone 6 because that's about as old as iOS 13. Will not go any further than that. So just go to any just what?
And then pick the base with a 32
yeah, base
gig.
one,
Yeah,
16.
top left.
That's the 16. Sorry, 16's the oldest. Does device power on? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh wait. Are there
Wait,
any
you
cracks?
said
anywhere?
cracks.
No, no, no.
Say no. Okay. Go ahead. Punch it. $11
Ooh, doggy.
for an iPhone 6.
So just imagine what they give you for a 4.
Yeah.
0.
5 bucks.
We'll recycle it for you.
They want the original ones because the original ones, they'll take those and those become.
Yeah, because I mean, Apple do a 7, okay? Because that's what I'm getting rid of. Because Apple has
He's
already
like,
given me like $180 or $200 trade-in on this thing.
How big is it?
The 128 gig. It's an AT&T. Yeah, doesn't really matter. There you go.
Yes.
Yes. No cracks.
Yes and no.
65. Apple's giving me 3 times as much on my trade-in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
Apple wants you to continually
Right.
buy from them.
Of course. But I could probably.
And look at
yeah.
it. You know what? It doesn't say. It says up to 65. Sorry.
Yeah, up to a lot of them.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, because how are they going to know whether or not the screen's cracked unless they're taking a picture of it inside the
All right,
device?
so I have an iPhone 3GS, right? Okay, and I've got the
You do?
Ooh, you got the 8 gig.
Yeah, a
That's
big one.
big. I apologize to anybody with headphones.
You might go for
It qualifies.
for recycling.
You were right. It qualifies for free recycling. Are you kidding me?
That is
It needs to be in a museum.
Yeah, holy crap, that's too good.
Wow,
man.
they'll take it from you for free.
Yeah.
That's
They'll
really
help
nice
you
of
out.
them.
Okay,
right,
now
so
we
that-
get off
that
the
was
cell
the
phone.
fun.
So here's something that Sony's going to come up with. They're launching a new wireless camera grip to make it easier to vlog.
Yep.
Is that just a fancy word for talking to yourself?
Yep, pretty much.
Well, while traveling in exotic places or in front of a green screen, yes.
Yeah, Cancun or yeah, it's just one of those. I mean, it's cool. You know, it's nice.
I mean, it's good to have a gimbal if you are. I see a lot of people out at events,
Right.
okay, that are vlogging the events.
Yeah,
And that's how they built it, and that's what they're doing, and they are, they're amateurs.
but your camera's going to have to be Bluetooth enabled.
Well, that's
You can't
that's
do
your
an older
phone.
one.
That's your phone.
Well,
You just load your phone
but that
into
doesn't- But it's not saying phone. It's saying camera.
Yeah, so what's the point? Yeah, that's,
And you got to have a camera that's got a screen that backs up,
yeah.
that reverses so you can see while you're talking to yourself, and you want everybody to see how cool you are. 'cause
Well,
you're a traveler.
actually, I think the purpose behind this grip is to sell new cameras
It is.
Yeah.
that actually meet
Look
all
at
the
lens on that
qualifications.
freaking thing. Holy crap!
The lens is 80%
That
of
lens
the
costs
camera.
more money than that freaking camera does.
Of course it does.
How about that lens?
I know, Mr. iPhone 11 Plus Pro over here. I have the 10. I'm going to go for it, but I'm just waiting because there's another phone already coming
There
out.
will always be another iPhone.
I'll wait
coming
for
out.
next year's version. This year's September version.
I went from 7 to 11.
That was at 7-Eleven. That was a big jump. Yeah, baby.
You know that used to be their hours, and that's why they were called 7-Eleven? Nobody knows
I
that
did
anymore.
know that.
Yeah, that's because you and I are less than young.
We're old as hell.
Yeah, dirt works.
Dirt. Yep.
So that's the physical key situation.
Okay. So, Rob sent us a video about all the CES top 20, and I was watching the video, and I'm not so sure that. Look, honey wants to give me a freaking. This is the crap that just drives me insane.
That's not Honey. That's eBay. I
eBay.
mean, not eBay. PayPal.
eBay.
Sorry, it's PayPal.
So,
PayPal owns Honey.
Yep.
So this is just. If this was a fluff piece,
Which
that good
Chrome
CES
just blocked
did.
them.
Yeah. But it was.
Okay, so
there
now
was
we're
some cool
finally at the
stuff.
show. Okay.
Right. Now, that wavy wall, we saw that at NAB last year. And I don't know what homeowner is going to have one of those put in their house.
Well, what was that?
Oh,
Snow.
they had this. They had the big styrofoam balls that you could slide into. It's, VR is probably going to be the big thing this year, along with earbuds. Look at that wall. Who's going to put that in their house?
In their airport.
Nobody.
In their airport.
Now,
That's
again,
where it's going to go.
Back to the earbuds,
I was gonna say that looked like a CD player.
but I don't.
Look at it. You know what? Whose ear was that formed out of? It's not gonna fit in.
Yeah, it was formed on one person's ear, and good luck with that. Are you going to get them all? I mean, those are fit like hearing aids.
Yeah. Yep.
What the heck is that?
It is a. Oh look.
Oh.
Literally.
It is a hearing aid.
Yep. Kinda.
Yeah.
But you got to walk around with that disc in your pocket.
Or are you just happy to see me?
Hydro loop.
Hydro loop water filtration system.
Oh, it's sorry, I was going Captain
Yeah, it
America
takes-
on you for
Oh,
a
you
minute.
pee in one side and it comes out
Yeah,
fresh
not
water.
happening in my house.
Is it really? No, I was
No,
just.
I don't. It's a water filtration system. Yep. Yep. Nope.
For use on.
Yep.
Yeah, so I assume that's like a porta potty, and you never mind.
Wait, they're really showing that inside a house? Oh, come on. I'm gonna keep it right there, just like my refrigerator.
Yeah. Nope. And the watches, I guess, are a big thing. You
Yeah.
guys both have Apple Watches, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I just.
It does everything.
That's really. That's cool. I like that. Well,
I don't know. I don't think it would do enough for me. I need to be able to, use all the functions
It's
that are in
for
the
like heart
background.
rate and blah blah blah.
Yeah, which-
it's not an Apple iPhone.
Yeah,
watch.
it's not really a smartwatch; it's a health watch.
I watched a cat yesterday talk to his watch. He was like this. Okay, well I'll be there, and he was trying to listen to it. I'm like, dude, Bluetooth
Yeah.
to listen to it. But he looked like Dick Tracy. to
And
his watch.
honestly, that is one of my favorite things. We went to
Yeah, you can hook Bluetooth
we
up
went
to that,
somewhere.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we went somewhere on Monday, and Amy forgot her phone, but she had her watch on, and so she was able to take 2 phone calls and
Smart
send text
ear.
messages all day.
Oh, conversation.
Now this I
enhancing.
thought was kind of cool. That's a translator.
Nice.
Oh, it said conversation enhancing. Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Oh, maybe it's not a translator. It's just
It's just another
it blocks. Oh, if you have tinnitus, it knocks the ring out.
It might be tinnitus. It might also be really nice to take to restaurants that seem to think that being loud is, a great thing to have. Maybe you can hear the person across from you without having to shout.
Hey, look, you can go get yourself a
Wall box
wall
quasar.
box charger.
Wow.
Really, now charging technology for your electric vehicles is the big hit. Oh gosh,
Yep.
this is getting weird.
Yeah, that's what I want is a charging station at my house because I don't charge
I
anything.
want all my friends to come over, charge there.
Yeah, but I have a charging party.
Yeah.
We're so cool.
Yeah.
You can charge it.
It's like a keg for.
Best home theater product. This ought to be good. Oh, Jesus, the IQ.
Okay.
See, the problem filming screens is they
Yeah.
never look as good as they should.
No. So yeah, apparently you can adjust based on what you're watching, and there's nothing I like more than getting out the remote and having to do a lot of settings before I can watch something. Shouldn't it automatically track
So
what you're watching
What,
and then
so
adjust appropriately?
so Rob in my ear is telling me this adapts to what's on the screen.
That's what I'm
instead of
saying.
adapting to
Good.
the outside, which I guess was pretty
Good.
cool.
Ew.
Weber
Sorry.
connected smart
Oh,
grilling
jeez,
hub.
come on. No.
Really? You're
Weber
taking.
was-
Don't mess with a man's grill.
Oh my God! You can control your grill from your phone. That's all you need.
I'm sorry, people, but it cannot season your
Remove
meat.
the wrapper. Remove what?
Well, I always have a rapper out there talking, singing to the meat. While I'm
Well, there
cooking
you
it.
have it.
But
Well,
it's- but there has to be a time when you have to take them away and take the wrapper off, so it cooks normally.
Okay, I usually just hit
Because
pause.
you don't want
Could you-
your
could you-
meat getting jiggy
Skip
with it.
the ad, please,
Oh,
sir.
Lord.
We're trying to watch this.
Thanks, YouTube. Best phone or mobile? Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
What a shock.
iPhone,
No,
Who'd
Samsung.
have thought?
Samsung.
Samsung, because they're next to release. We have exploding phones. Galaxy Note 10 LTE Lite with explosive technology.
The explosive.
Wow, look at that. It comes with a stylus. That's
just-
new technology.
Man.
They just can't get away from that stylus, can they?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
A stylus.
Best
Best TV
TV.
product. And why?
Do you
would she
remember
be
the
walking
first
looking
little
like that?
record things we used to get?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
The-
that. Look at that. Pretty soon, John, I'm not kidding you. We're gonna be able to paint the screen technology onto the wall.
Yep.
Yep.
And it could be done. It's going to be done.
Now, see, they made it look fake.
Yeah.
See, because they're over enhancing stuff.
Yeah.
It makes it look fake.
Yeah. So
So these people tell me, "Oh, I can see the difference." No,
No.
you're just seeing the enhanced. crap.
Razer Kishi.
Kishi.
Ooh. This was there 2 years ago too.
What is this?
This is
An
nothing
adaptation for
Yeah,
your
it adapts to your phone.
plugs onto the phone?
Yep. Turns your phone into a gaming. See,
So
Yep.
it's just an add-on for the.
it is all it is.
Okay, so nothing spectacular about
Nope.
it.
Again, 2 years ago.
But it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it depends on if it really holds tight or if it
Oh,
feels.
I'm hoping that they show the smart potato.
Sony
Sony
Vision
Vision
S. Sony is talking about a car.
Yeah, so yeah, Sony made a car
I'll
just
bet
to
it's
say they
electric.
can make a car. It's the Tesla wannabe.
yeah.
I think they.
Not in love with the interior. That's a little,
They made
little
one.
clunky.
And they'll never make, they won't, this
Oh,
will
that's
never,
good. The handle lifts itself when you walk up to it, so you don't have to actually open your car.
Sports tech.
Insta 360 1R.
Okay.
We just plug all these cameras together.
Modular GoPro. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
Neat idea.
Yeah. Send us one. We'll put it on. We'll put it on the Tech Shaman World.
Kind of interesting.
And then it's got a case. Poof.
That's PC or tablet. This
Oh, don't say PC or tablet.
Dell XPS 13.
Oh.
Dude, you're getting a Dell. Get it?
A Dell's not even a computer.
I don't know.
It doesn't.
It
impress
looks
me.
a heck of a lot like a MacBook.
Shh, don't
Air.
say that.
MacBook Air. That's what it looks like.
Very
I'm
thin
sitting here
benzel.
with, yeah.
That's what they're trying to
Yeah.
look. Frameless benzel.
Yeah, but it doesn't have an Ethernet port.
Look,
You gotta get a dongle.
USB-C's on it. It is. They're copying it. Look, the camera is
Mm-hmm.
down at the bottom.
So here's the thing: all these cameras
Oh,
that are
it's a
on these
tablet.
laptops, they suck.
Yeah.
You have to go get a real camera if you're going to do anything video-wise. With
Yeah.
your...
XPS 13.
I mean, interestingly, you can do better with an iPad than
All
you
right,
can
so let's
with-
come back.
Yeah,
That-
we're
that-
good.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw it all. Then next week we'll get. So we're going to test. So we're going to test the One Search this week,
Yep.
Yeah. See how.
and we'll all see how we like it.
Yeah.
They did have this two-bladed drone, which I did find kind of cool, but it's interesting, two blades.
it looks really cool. the
But
way
anyway.
the front of it looks. Really
So if you've got any questions, techshamans@webeamtv.com. Hit us up. We'll answer them. See if you can stump us. I don't know. If you haven't gone to Windows 10, go to Windows 10,
Go to
right?
Windows 10.
Go to Windows 10 and then run the
Seven's no
patch. Run the
longer
patch.
going to be
Linux.
Or Linux. Oh my God! Can you imagine someone being Linux? That would be funny as all get out. People have no idea how to do with Linux.
Ah.
You got to be kind of coder. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody,
All right.
today. I'm
See ya
John,
Monday.
Adam, Anthony. God, I can't think sometimes. We will see you next Monday.
Take care.
See ya.
We got the plans cause we are the Tech Shamans. We understand cause we are the Tech Shamans. Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into